driving down the street, it's a cold, stormy, rainy night, and pretty much it's hailing, you're driving into a bliss, and it's super cold. But the thing is, you're going to be absolutely miserable, but the one thing that you can do is count on memories that will keep you, good memories that will keep you warm. And my quote from An Affair to Remember, winter must be cold for those with no warm memories. Well, in miserable times, you're pretty much, life is going to suck for you. But then if you have something good to look back on, then at least you have a little bit of hope or a little bit of comfort that will actually make it easier for you to have your life live on. And so, what I'm going to talk about is how normally in the wintertime, Christmas, what we look forward to, and then also in times of grief, when pretty much you don't know what to do because you are so sad because either a friend has passed away or even like a well-known celebrity that you worship, the best things you can do is just look at the good times because that's all you have. And so Christmas is coming up, and we all know that Christmas and even Thanksgiving brings times of comfort because usually you get together with your relatives. Family is usually where you have comfort, and especially if you have a big family, you'll have family reunions. For me, I have a small family, but at least that's the one time I get to see all of my family members, where normally I don't even see them for like months and months for some odd reason. And this is the one time you get to catch up, have fun, talk, play, with the little kids and dogs that you don't normally see from your relatives. And that's pretty much what would, when Christmas passes or Thanksgiving passes, the thing is during January through all the way till like October, you don't see them, well at least for me, I don't see them anymore. And so at least if when I see them, or when I think about the times that we've had, at least it's kind of like you have something to look forward to. Even for the next Christmas, it's like, yay, I get to see my families. It brings times of happiness. And then also, in times of, let's say, grief or passing, the one thing you can do is look forward to the good times that you've had with your loved ones. So I had actually an ex-neighbor that I was really good close friends with. She's a really good family friend, and she talks so much. People always say she pretty much, the only thing that was good for her was her mouth, and everything else, the thing was when she got old, everything deteriorated. But then when I think about her, all I can remember is how much I have fun talking to her because she talks about anything, politics, everything makes her crabby. But for me, I think when I think about her, even though she's crabby, it actually makes me laugh every time she talks about, complains about the world and how bad it is. But then after she passed away a couple months ago, the thing is, I can't talk to her anymore. And so it's kind of sad that I really miss her when I think about her because I can't see her anymore. But when I look back at the good times I had, or at least the last time I saw her, then it actually makes me at least a little happier that I remember what I talked about, and at least it kind of keeps her memory alive. And then also another big example with grief is Michael Jackson. Many people worship his music. He's a worldwide known star. And the thing is, after his passing, the funny thing is right before he died, people think of his molestation cases and, oh, he's like a child porno person, child molester. But then the thing is, after he passed away, the thing is, everybody thought, oh, he's the king of pop, and they played his music all the time, every time during, right after he passed away. And now most people don't really think, oh, Michael Jackson's the child molester. They think, oh, he's the greatest person to create music. Like, everybody listens to his music, and all we think about is, oh, his music's great. And so even, I forget how many years it's been since he passed, but it's been a while, and people still think about his music and play his music. Even on American Idol, X Factor, those music shows, people still use his music, and they call him a legend. And so even though he passed away and everybody was so sad, now people can think about, oh, his music's so great, and that's what they will hold on to forever, and not just his molestation cases. And so back to so now that I've talked about how good memories will at least give you some comfort towards even in the good times during like Christmas, once it passes, and like grief, whether it's a loved one or a worship celebrity, at least we know that if you can hold on to those memories, then at least it'll give you a little bit of comfort, and so you won't be miserable in life, and at least you can think about the good times.
Shimon, that wasn't funny. All right, Connie, you start off with a nice vivid image. I thought there was a good transition to the topic, but the way you paced that transition was really awkward, and when you listen, it sounds like you almost slow down and start saying words one at a time, like you are uncertain about what's going on. And you do that in 2 or 3 spots in the speech, so it doesn't sound conversational, it doesn't sound natural. That's the one weak thing in your voice. Otherwise, I think you've got a lot of enthusiasm in your voice, and there's good vocal variety there. The gestures, you seem pretty animated. Your eye contact is interesting because it's very inconsistent. You tend to look down, and when you do look up, you're really kind of just glancing off at people instead of engaging them. So I think you need to work on that. One of the things that emphasizes that is that your body posture, the way you're positioned there, it feels like you're talking sideways to us the whole time. You're kind of at an angle, and I know that the camera's here and I'm here, and so sometimes people do that a little bit. You forget, I need to swivel around a little bit and talk to everybody, and I'm watching you the whole time, and I kept wanting to turn my own shoulders a little bit just to kind of adjust so that I'm facing at you directly and feel a little bit more comfortable there. So you need to be a little bit more aware of those kinds of things. The content I thought was all very good, nicely developed. It would have been good to finish with a Michael Jackson joke, but whatever, that's okay.